Welcome, fearless explorer of the fringe, to part 3 of our 4-part series, How to Achieve Cosmic Consciousness in 8 Easy Steps. As promised, in this installment we will explore that most mysterious realm that lies between, or separates the mundane lower 4 circuits of consciousness, and the 4 higher, transcendental circuits. This no man's land within the human psyche has been referred to as chapel-perilous. Originally a mysterious abbey within the Holy Grail mythology, this term was popularized by none other than Robert Anton Wilson in his book, The Cosmic Trigger. Chapel-perilous has been poetically referred to as the dark night of the soul. It is an occult term referring to a psychically traumatic crossroads in which an individual cannot be certain if they have experienced a paranormal intervention, or if what appears to be supernatural interference is in fact a product of their own vivid imagination. As such, chapel-perilous is a moment in each individual's life where worlds collide. From the perspective of the lower 4 circuits, chapel-perilous is a crisis point, wherein all assumptions of how the world works are abruptly called into question. This may be experienced as a spiritual crisis, or a crisis of faith. It may take the form of coming to the realization of the existence of magic and mystery, or it may be experienced as an emotional or mental break, depending on the sensibilities of the individual. From the perspective of the higher 4 circuits, this is an uncomfortable but necessary turning point in our individual development that allows us to incorporate what we learned during our formative years. The act of questioning our adolescent worldview prepares us for the transition into a fully developed, adult human. It is this very act of questioning of assumptions that triggers the activation of the 4 higher circuits. An analogy we like to use associates the lower 4 circuits with the monkey brain. The activation of circuits 1 through 4 triggers survival instincts such as self-preservation and procreation. The lower 4 circuits correspond to the animal aspects of all domesticated primates. All necessary mental capacity needed to navigate in the material world, including socio-political strategies, is contained within the 4 mundane circuits. Living in a world dominated by lower 4 circuit thinking is what we refer to as living on the planet of the apes. To live on a planet controlled by fear and greed, driven by the politics of power, is to experience the horror and insanity that is the material world. Activation of the higher 4 circuits of consciousness is what makes each of us truly human. It is what separates humans from the other great apes. The ability to consider and experience spiritual aspects of existence completes the maturation of the true human. This is what makes a man out of a monkey. As we begin to activate the higher circuits, we begin to escape from the planet of the apes. The frontier between the planet of the apes and the promised land, the threshold between the monkey brain and the human brain, is of course none other than chapel-perilous. In part 4 of our series, we shall explore what it means to be truly human by examining the higher 4 circuits of consciousness. Viewed from the profound uncertainty of chapel-perilous, the higher brain functioning of circuits 5 through 8 appear as paranormal phenomena. Again, it is this very act of questioning of assumptions that triggers the activation of the 4 higher circuits. This questioning of reality is an awakening. It is the transitory act of becoming a true human. Until next time, dear explorers of the fringe, keep your love light trim and burning.